This is a real tour, right? Not a roast tour.
I mean, preferably if you didn't
No,
roast my baby.
Well, then I'll be. I just need to know what kind of headspace you want me in.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dunham Park. I have Mr. Bold with me today.
Hello.
And I'm going to show him around. Because I don't think I've ever done a full tour of the zoo ever. Because it's very large.
It's very large. So hope we have a couple hours slated for.
Uh-oh. It's not working. Oh no. I froze my computer. Why can't I? Oh. Don't look that way. That way's not finished.
That's how intense the zoo is.
Yeah, it is.
Is your computer's overheating?
Yeah, I play this little game every time I open it of like, is it going to open or is my computer going to start on fire?
Oh, awesome.
This is the entrance, obviously. We're very slow because we're in Tibetan. Miss Kitty is yelling at us.
That's fine.
So I usually put like one of the newer places that I've made on that sign.
Okay. Well, that makes sense because the zoo would do that.
Yeah.
So you have a Lemur exhibit now.
I do. So you can come over here and you can get your tickets. So we'll get some tickets. Beep, 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 beep. And then we'll go in.
I totally don't believe this, by the way, because you would have a membership and just walk to the gates. You wouldn't.
Yeah. 100%.
You wouldn't go and buy tickets.
You wouldn't buy a ticket like a sucker. Oh no. I don't know if my computer can run OBS and without restarting. Oh, please don't do this to me. It might be because we're in Tibetan. We might have to leave Tibetan.
You also have Steam open as well, and.
Well, Steam has to be open to run Plaza.
Oh, okay.
So on the left here is you can go potty, and then there's like the gift shop / exit, but I haven't made that inside yet.
Oh, okay.
And then there'll be stuff over past that construction wall. I just haven't.
Because the bears are under construction.
The bears are under construction. Yes. And you can also rent a stroller. Or get yelled at by a kitty.
It's the best part of the zoo is when the big kitties yell at you.
And then this is guest services. So this is where you could like find your lost children or sign up for memberships, that kind of thing. You can get an audio tour thing.
Why did you settle on the name Dunham?
Because you didn't pick it, remember?
Yeah, but where did it come from?
There's that guy, that famous Canadian, what's his name? Durham? Is that what it is? And you said that, and then I changed it.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember. It's been several years, so.
Well, it's like a year, probably, maybe a little bit longer. Anyway, this is like the event plaza, and right now we have the zoo market on from 10 to 4. You can come in here and get some popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a little farmer's market. There's a hot dog truck. Some hot dog.
You should have a person dressed up as a hot dog standing inside a hot dog
I
truck.
would love if we could have mascots. You could buy like some gifts. There is a person dressed as an alligator.
That's pretty good too, on the jungle stage.
Yeah.
They don't look happy.
No. He hates his life. Yeah, and you can buy all sorts of stuff from all these little farmers market booths. You can get like a fishy pedicure. And then the drinks line has like the ribbons because that would probably get really busy because the zoo is in Southern California. I'm sure it probably is pretty warm. You can get your caricature done. Or you can come over here. Oh, this balloon stand is my favorite.
Loony balloons.
And you can dunk Estan or Drew.
They look happier than the alligator person.
They are. They're really happy. We'll go in the penguins from the other side. So where do you want to go first?
Well, we're like to the right?
You want to go straight?
Because we're already there. Zoo grill.
The zoo grill. So some of the parts you'll notice like are still older, like they haven't been renovated yet. Like the zoo's been here for a long time, so some parts are very modern and new, and some parts like the zoo grill obviously have probably been there since the 80s probably. So yeah, you can come up here, get refreshments of various types. Yep, or another bathroom, because it's gotta have bathrooms.
It's handy.
Yep. And then, do you want to go in there straight or up to Africa? Where do you want to go?
Well, let's continue towards the penguins.
Okay.
Because you talked about the penguins and said, we'll go through the penguins on the other side. I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to go see the penguins. And you're like, oh, where do you want to go?
I'm just giving you options.
You told me we were going to see penguins.
I also painstakingly made these direction signs all over the zoo.
Okay.
And they actually point where they say you could actually follow them. So, this is the penguin. It might look familiar to you. You come in here. Look at this.
Ooh, hit my face on the glass.
The doors didn't open. You're a ghost. So, yeah, it's like Calgary's penguins. They retweeted this. Oh no,
Yeah.
they retweeted the lemurs because I did the Calgary lemurs too.
Yeah.
So you can see the like filters and stuff, and like learn about different adaptations of penguins.
This is the beak. These are the feet.
This
They
is-
have feathers.
This is the fluffy bum. So yeah, and then different kinds of penguins.
Alright.
Yeah, there's a large amount of penguins in here. Little hose to wash the poop off the rocks. Little signs that don't fucking touch our penguins. Because it's just like in Calgary where like you could totally reach over and touch the penguins, and they're just using the honor system that you don't stick your
Yeah.
hands in there and touch the penguins. And then this is...
Did you get the underground tunnel to actually work?
It doesn't work. It's
Okay.
just pretend.
'Cause I know there was some stress when you first started on this.
Yeah, because Plaza doesn't want to do that. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's lots of them in here. We're gonna
You
go
gave
back
him a
the
big
way-
rubber ducky to play with.
I did, yeah. I'm gonna go back out.
Zoom back out.
The other way obviously just goes to that first area we were in. And then there's like these little things all over where you can sign up for a zoo membership. And then the discovery cards too are everywhere.
Okay.
These are the African penguins, so they can be outside obviously. There should be a bunch of them in there. I don't know where they are. They might be boxed up.
Yeah, you didn't lose them.
Well, hopefully not.
They didn't escape and they're running wild in the zoo.
Hopefully not. So, there's a little playground over here. So you could like dump your kids for a bit. It's got this bouncy house, which is my favorite thing.
That's cute.
Yeah. And then behind that wall is like one of the back service roads for staff. So, yeah. But we'll go over here to the urban farm.
Urban farm.
So this is our petting zoo.
Alright. I see you got the goat roof thing.
Yeah, we got roof goats.
That's awesome.
So they go up there. Oh.
That's quite the jump.
Yeah.
That's a good jumper.
So there's like a little hand wash station, so you could wash your hands before and after you touch the animal. Then there's some like bigger, you know, maybe shouldn't go in there. I got these awesome sheep that you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you come along in here, you could get in line. You read the rules and then not listen to them. Go in there, there's like sheep and goats
Fluffy
and
sheep.
chickens and all kinds of stuff in there to pet, and then you can sanitize your hands.
People pet chickens.
I think so.
It seems like a weird thing to pet.
Probably. Chickens are scary. Right. So there.
And then you can try to make sure your kids understand for the rest of the trip they're not allowed to touch the peacocks or the flamingos.
Yes, that's the controversy of petting zoos in zoos, is that then for the rest of the zoo, if you're like, it's okay to pet all these animals, but don't touch any other animals. Don't
touch the capybara.
Yeah.
Or the penguin. You reptiles.
This is the reptile house, obviously. Clunker head to ten. So over here, we got the awesome sign.
No slipping near crocodiles. Is that a warning or an order?
Both.
Okay.
So there's little dwarf African crocodiles.
Oh, there he is.
There.
I see him.
There's little buddies in there. And then there is a Komodo Dragon in here.
Ah, pretty active.
Yeah, she climbs around a lot.
Real Komodo dragons don't seem that active.
No.
Even the babies they had at the Calgary Zoo were
they didn't
pretty lazy.
There's an iguana up on this tree that you're not allowed to pet.
Yeah, okay. But there's a hand sign there.
Yeah, but it's red. No petting.
Oh, okay.
And there's like a little ant colony thing, but this I might move and I might change out some of the animals in here because I'm going to make like an insect house.
Yeah. Because you realize ants were reptiles?
No, because Nick came out with like this awesome insect pack.
Oh, that's cool.
So, I think
an insect house would be cool.
Yeah.
I would like that.
So these don't have animals in them right now, or else there would be little signs showing what's in there above them. But those signs only work if the animals are in there.
These are empty terrariums?
Yeah, just because when I put the animals back in the park, I didn't refill these. Amazing.
What animals would be there if they were there?
Just various reptiles.
Just miscellaneous reptiles?
Yeah, I don't remember what they all are.
Oh, okay.
Whatever reptiles we have for the boxes in there. There's an Asian water monitor in here somewhere. It's in true zoo fashion. You don't get to see any of the animals.
Well, a lot of them are kind of don't want to be seen naturally, so they would be difficult to see, I would assume. He's hiding from you.
Really?
Hiding from everyone.
There you go.
See? He's good.
Oh no, look at that.
He's gonna eat us.
And you can go upstairs, and you can go up the stairs, or you can take the elevator if you're lazy and or in a wheelchair.
Where you have a stroller.
Where you have a stroller.
I'm very grateful for multi-level museums and shopping centers with elevators when taking the kids to places.
So yeah, there's just boxes of various reptiles up here.
They're not actually in there right now.
You can take the elevator down, but it doesn't actually connect to the other one. It would have to be one of those elevators that like goes down and over.
Oh,
because
okay.
Obviously they don't line up.
So it's like it's a trick. Here's an elevator. You get to stand in it, and then come back out and walk up the stairs.
They have elevators that do that go sideways.
Oh, that's true.
So you can see how big you are in comparison to an anaconda.
Okay.
And you can see our anaconda. Chilling up there.
It's a big boy.
It is. Then you can go out that way.
Okay.
Blink. So this is the part that I'm currently working on.
Okay.
We'll go look at it.
Okay.
So this is like
you got a lighthouse?
the gold, yes, the Gold Coast Exhibit area. I don't know why these textures aren't loading in.
What type?
Oh. These rocks. I don't know why they're not loading in, but they're not supposed to look like that. They're supposed to look like these ones.
Okay.
So you can get a first little peek at our sea lions here.
You see.
Pretty cool. And then I put on these like fake kelp things. My plan for this area was there was going to be, and I might still do it, of like make big sculptural kelp things that are better than those that the kids could like run around in here, like you would be in the kelp.
Oh, okay.
Along the path. I just haven't done that yet, so I just put those there for now because I thought that'd be like fun because this would be like a big popular area for the kids. I don't know why that otter is standing in the water.
He refuses to swim.
Baby one is boxed up.
You're gonna release the baby?
No, we'll just leave it now.
I would like to see the
so,
baby.
yeah, this is the sea otter one. And then up here, there's just like a little touch pool tide thing. Slithers in there, and then over here I'm also going to have a splash park.
What's over here?
So this will be a little aquarium when I'm done. And then up here you can see more of the sea lions.
Okay.
So from like the map of water.
What are you going to put in the aquarium?
Fish and sharks and
Fish.
stuff like that.
Aquarium stuff?
Yeah. And then there's of course more bathrooms, and then this is the sea lion show. You could come sit up here and watch a show. It just has adverts going while it's not running.
I see.
Obviously this park would need a lot of sponsors because it's big money.
Yes. That makes sense.
Yeah. Come back down this way. Obviously this section doesn't loop anywhere because it's not finished. But try to keep most of them that it loops from one to another so you don't have to. So you don't roast me for having to backtrack all the time like you did in my last suit?
To be fair, I was supposed to roast you in the last video.
That is fair, yeah.
It's not like I was just spontaneously making fun of you.
Just being mean to me to be mean to me.
It's just how I am.
So this is the croc walk.
Do you have to wear Crocs for it?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to buy them in the gift shop though.
Okay. That makes sense.
We don't provide those to you.
Dara will be set.
So in here there's little bitty caimans because I didn't consider how big this habitat was when I was designing what it was for.
So you made a huge habitat for caimans?
Yeah, because I didn't realize how small the dwarf caimans were.
Oh, okay.
So I just put a bunch of them, and there is somewhere in there's a freshwater crocodile, just randomly as if like, we just took him on for another zoo but didn't have anywhere to put him.
Oh, okay.
Just because he is significantly larger, so then it kind of helps the scale a little bit.
He doesn't eat the caimans, does he?
No, I don't think that would be a problem. I think no, we're falling off the path.
Okay, that's Alita.
And it's got all this foliage so it kind of looks like you're spying on him. And then on this side there's also going to be Gharial, which is another crocodilian from like India. And probably just that one extra species.
Okay. Nice walkway.
Nice. And then you can get the back view of, there's just this little picnic area with like native waterfowl, like ducks and stuff in it, little pond.
Okay.
And then up here is the upper viewing for the alligators. And it looks like they're all in their lower pit.
In my head, I'm picturing the way these wooden walks sound when you walk across them.
I also should
hear
maybe
it in
put
my
in
head.
some species of crocodile because it is called croc walk, and so far there is not a crocodile. Although you could say like crocodilian walk. And that would work.
You could.
And then there's
Or
like,
you could just rely on most people's ignorance on such things.
that is true. There's like, this is to the backstage of some other things. There's lots of those little. Because I tried really hard with this zoo to like make sure there was actual backstage access for that.
Yeah.
So another little discovery cart. This one's got a crocodile skull on it. And, this is the underwater view for the alligators. I have an albino one.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is like the big water feature.
Okay.
And then down in here, we have this little pond, and it has an alligator snapping turtle in it, and his name is Balski. He mostly just floats to the top instead of sits at the bottom. Just kind of weird mod work, but he's
Because you breathe air, so they have them near the top.
well, it's just because we kind of had to make a decision. Do you have him always float at the top, basically, or always sit at the bottom?
Because you couldn't have
You
it
couldn't have both.
bounce back and forth.
Which, for lots of those animals, I'm like, if you just gave me a statue of the animal, I would be happy, because the animals are just props for me. I don't actually play the game. So,
Can make two different versions, one that sits at the bottom and one floats at the top, and you can have one of each in there.
yeah,
so you
like
got-
make the male float at the top and
Yeah.
the female float at the bottom.
Yeah.
So we'll take this little shortcut. So there's a little,
Aardvark working.
yeah. So this is meerkats and aardvark. Oh, don't freeze on us. You can do it, little laptop. It's because the game is not paused and the zoo is so big. So, oh, you see one up in there? So you can walk through here and it's like you're underground, and they have all their little peek holes into all their little tunnels. I don't know where they all are. They're probably boxed, knowing my luck. But there's a bunch of meerkats and an aardvark in here. But they're not boxed. There's also a lot of tunnels. So sometimes you just... Oh, there's a bunch of them. I don't know where the aardvark is. Back here, maybe. Sleeping.
He's aardvarking somewhere.
Don't look at all the mess. You gotta stay on the... This zoo is very much, because I knew it was going to be big and I knew it was going to be very detailed, a lot of the backstage is like not finished or ugly, or if it's just facades, because I wanted to keep my computer for like guest facing
Well,
stuff.
yeah, you don't want to
Yeah,
waste.
I don't want to waste PC on
Yeah.
and trying to run. So this is where we came out here, just by that face painting tent.
Okay.
So we're back over here. And you can, if you knew the zoo and you were here all the time, some of these spots you could peek through, because back in there is like backstage for all of the hoof stock in this area. So it's like a big central backstage, because obviously the animals that are a lot alike, they would keep them within the same area, because you got to care for them with the same food and blah blah blah. So it's like a central one, and then all the Asia hoof stock is on one side and Africa is on the other. But there's these little quarantine holding pens, like for if they had a brand new baby or are sick or whatever, and you can get there's a few spots in the zoo where you can actually peek through and you'd be able to see the new animals or whatever
Oh, okay.
through there. But, yeah. And then there's just this little village that would like talk about, traditional African things from Kenya, because that's kind of the theme of this area, is like Kenya, which is the heart of Africa. It's the sign that says the heart of Africa. There's this really cool playground. It's got like all these little tunnels you can go through like a little meerkat.
Okay. palm trees.
Lots of palm trees. And then here is our mandrill.
Is it named Barbara?
No.
Okay.
But I could rename one Barbara if you'd like. It was supposed to be olive baboons, but that mod never got finished.
Okay.
It used to be that used to be the wild dogs, and then I moved the wild dogs to where they are currently in preparation for the olive baboons, and then that never got finished. So I decided instead of moving the wild dogs back, I just changed the habitat for mandrill, and then that's kind of like cool because that's something like a zoo would do. Like they would just repurpose habitats.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So like the idea then is like this used to be like crummy wild dog habitat, and then they built the big expensive predator ridge that we'll see, and then they were like, what do we do with this empty box? So they got a little troop of mandrill.
We'll put some mean monkeys in there.
Yeah. And then this backstage connects the same place we seen before,
Okay.
so that the staff could have like little shortcuts through the zoo.
Yeah, that would make things a lot easier.
Yeah. So
Hippopotamus.
this is where you can see. Oh, there's one under the water.
Oh wow. Just the way the light's reflecting on the monitor, I didn't see it at first. I had to lean in.
Yeah, so you can see hippos, and I'm not sure if they're still in there, but there was little birds in there with them too.
Oh, okay.
So go down, and then you can get, this is your first kind of peek at the big safari.
Giraffes.
Yeah, and then
Ostriches.
this habitat has infinity view, so it has like these dry moats between habitats,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it looks like you
I
see,
remember when you were starting to build
like
that.
very, like it looks like the elephants are in with them, but
Yeah.
you obviously couldn't do that because the elephants would pick on everybody. So with my one staff member.
I was going to say, you actually do have somebody working
I
here.
just have one staff member. Yeah. And then
Seems naturally cheerful for being the only one working.
running this whole big
in this
zoo.
huge zoo.
And then this bridge, they come up over here and go into their backstage stabling. And then here you can, well, they're not there. Lots of times they're laying here. There's bedding here so that the hippos come up and they lay right here. So you can get a good shot of them
Sun tanning.
suntanning. Yeah. And then there's more restrooms because I'm sure it's been a while. And then there's some dik-diks in here.
I see 'em.
Very cute little antelope. Really cute. And then I really love this habitat because it's white rhino and cheetah mixed, which before I made this, I found out that there's a zoo that did this combination in real life, and I thought that was like the coolest
That
thing
is
ever.
pretty cool.
So, which makes sense because I guess like they're not gonna bother each other, right?
Well, like
What's a
one,
cheetah gonna do to
one
a
or,
rhino?
Well, I was gonna say one or two cheetahs. It's not gonna try to take down a rhino
No.
in an enclosed area.
Yeah. Cheetah hunt little things, right? So.
You can see the cheetah and the rhino both laying
Yeah,
down together.
sleeping together.
That's a cool idea, though.
Yeah. And then I recently renovated this habitat to make it a little bit bigger as well.
Okay. Probably good. I'm sure rhinos themselves need quite a bit of space.
They do. You just can't give them too much space because rhino don't see very well and they're kind of dumb, so they will like get into trouble, I guess.
No. Yeah.
And lots of shade. I tried to put lots of shades in this zoo because like it's Southern California, it would be hot as balls out. And
Yeah.
lots of light colored path. The black asphalt is mostly just staff path. Anyway, this is the lion who's floating in the air.
Jumping.
No, I think she's
It's kind
floating.
of frozen. Oh, okay.
She's floating.
Cool.
But this is where
Jumping
you
in
really get the
slow-mo.
infinity view playing off because it looks like they're in the safari.
Oh, yeah, because you can see the giraffe.
Yeah, because you can see all the
Clearly.
safari animals, but you can't see the moat.
Nice. That's a really cool setup.
Like this area, this pen is a little bit small, but I imagine too, like this would have been one of the original. And lions are lazy, like they don't really
Yeah.
run around a whole lot as the big guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not small by any means. All the habitats in the zoo are actually fairly big in realism sense. But, yeah.
Nice.
I think it might be my mouse, not the computer. So yeah, and then we have like this little...
Is that infinity view thing something that they've actually done in zoos?
They're starting to do that in some zoos, yeah. Especially for things like that where it's like predator-prey, so that you can kind of see them together, but they're not together. So then this gate goes backstage for the lions, and then there's serval in here. Just like a little... Oh,
I see. Yeah,
him.
I saw movement.
Yeah. Oh, he's don't look at him. He's glitched out.
He's glitching a little
bit. He's glitching
bit.
out. So, then in the mid zoo, there's like a mid zoo gift shop, so you could like buy gifts or buy a water bottle or an umbrella
Or sunblock.
Sunblock, yeah. So then we'll go up this way. So this goes to the elephants. So you can get a little bit of a peek down into the flamingos from here.
Okay.
And then there's a big restaurant up here as well. You could have some lunch. Ooh, don't fall into the elephant. So this is like the elephant complex. I might add another paddock on the back side of this that would be like off viewing. Guess but so they're all together right now because they're breeding. But oh, and this is like one of my favorite spots for gardening in the zoo. Even got and then this would be like the pen where they would normally keep the toys. But it's all yeah. And then there's like there's one or two babies right now. They have like a little pool they can go in.
Waterfall.
They put their toy in the water. Get another good view of the safari from here.
Ostriches and the giraffes.
Yeah, there's Thompson's gazelle, springbok, ostrich, zebra, and giraffe. And I might put some guinea fowl in there. I guess it doesn't matter because it's a game. I just didn't know if, like, the guinea fowl would survive in there. I mean, I'm sure they would. They do. And then here, you could pay to come down and feed a giraffe.
Parts of the zoo seems familiar. Did we already tour this in an earlier version?
It's very possible.
Okay.
That
it's like there's a lot of things that are different and set up different, but then there's some areas, like this area seems very familiar.
Yeah, and then this is like the restaurant. You could sit here and eat with this view.
I guess you do also show me.
Yeah.
too, so may
whether I showed you.
I feel I've seen this in a formal setting and not just look what I did today.
Did you watch the video when I did this part? Because I've done videos on each part.
Well, then that's possible too. Maybe it's just me watching the video and I'm just like, oh yeah, I remember this.
So I just love this view while you're eating. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
And then you also
nice
could
wedding reception area.
It would, yeah. Like, and you could also get like a sneaky peek into the lions from here too. We can't go through the restaurant because there's no inside to the restaurant.
What, you didn't build a full kitchenette?
No. Then we can go down this side. So this eventually will connect back up to that where that aqua area is right now, the coastal area.
Okay.
Go that way, but we'll go this way because that way's finished. So you have this. This is one of my favorite spots in the whole zoo because you have like the different levels.
Yeah, that's very pretty.
Yeah, we have some flamingos and one giant tortoise chilling out in here. Pretty cool. And then on this side is like, it's supposed to be like the riverbed kind of thing. And there are kudu and red river hog in here. Somewhere. Oh, there they are.
Oh.
And they have cute little piglets right now.
What's that box?
That's just the animals getting boxed.
Oh, getting released because you're in this area
well,
now?
no, if they glitch out, they just go in a box, go back to the gate, and it just releases them again.
Okay.
If they
I
glitch.
gotcha.
And then, obviously, none of the backstage is connected up for any of this yet, because I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you get to see them. Run, piggy! Yeah. And then this hooks back up with that plaza with the gift shop.
Okay.
And then up here is like obviously a very new area. So this is where they move the wild dogs to.
Okay.
Predator Ridge. So first you come up on the hyenas. Let's look down. Oh, there's one sleeping.
Okay, I see it.
This is one of the habitats we built on a stream, actually. And then there's this cool little spot. We'll see it more. What is the baby? There's like this cool little spot. We can maybe get a better view from the wild dogs where like it's a mesh and then a gap and then mesh so that it would be like enrichment for them. Like they could see each other and smell each other through it, but not touch each other, obviously, so that wouldn't be safe. And then this...
What is that hyena carrying in its mouth?
It's like
toy?
A little toy bone. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
And then what they would probably do as well is they would rotate which side the animals are in, which gives them like extra enrichment because then they run around and sniff where the other ones have been.
Oh yeah, I guess that, right.
Yeah.
Not just a new area, but they're also like...
Yeah, exploring.
Oh, that could be such a mess though, because they'd be like marking their territory all over.
And hyenas are so smelly that it would just
hyenas and wild dogs. Oh, that'd be.
Yeah, you can see the
hosing down twice a day.
Well, and then you get the lemurs across. Like this whole area would just be so stinky.
Oh. That's why it's outside.
Yeah.
In the open.
So you can come across, and then if you wanted to take pictures not through the glass, there's also like this mesh. I don't know where all the wild dogs are. There's like 4 or 5 of them in there. Oh, there's one.
Oh, way down.
Way down in the shelter.
Hiding from visitors.
And then there's African leopard over here, which is like, would be a big deal because that's not something that's super common, I don't think, in zoos. Is that him? He's right there? Oh, he is. He's right there.
Yeah. Is it easier to get snow leopards in zoos, or?
Yeah, I think snow leopards are easier. And then there's a fake one up in the tree because the real ones don't actually do that.
Oh, okay.
We're pretending like it's a real one.
That makes sense, though.
So you grab a hot dog. And then this is Lemur Landing. This is the one. This is the habitat that Calgary Zoo retweeted. So you can come up here. If they're inside, you can have a peek at them. They never really come in here. I tried to put lots of toys and water and stuff in there, but they never really go in there. So if I want to like get a screenshot of them in there, I just pick them up and put them in there.
Do you like lock the door so they can't get out?
And yeah, I thought about closing.
Do the Sims thing where you erase the door. And
yeah, so I thought about closing that little door and just locking one in there all the time, so that so there was always one in there. But yeah, and then these are all the different types of lemurs that we got. And then, because this area ended up being really big, I decided instead of having lemurs on both sides, I put colobus monkeys on this side.
Okay. I see that.
Something a little different to look at. And this whole area, when I'm done, will be like a big circle with like a bunch of different primates. I kind of got exhausted after building this area because I just how detailed it is.
Well, yeah, there's lots. There's got to be lots of pieces involved for
and getting all the climbing working and stuff.
Yeah. I imagine that's half the trick is you can build a nice
Yeah, but then they
area,
can't use it
but
all.
yeah, like you said, like that little interior area they never go in. I'm sure there's lots of other situations where you like build a enclosure that looks really good, and then for whatever reason the animals just don't.
Yeah, they won't let them use it.
Yeah.
And it's so much more rewarding to build it and then see them like go in there.
Oh, for sure.
So then this is like you could come in here and walk with them. The one thing I will say about this habitat is that they climb a lot, and like that's always like it's almost like a meme in Planet Zoo that the climbing animals never climb. But I think just because of the way I made it, like they come out of the Backstage building onto the climbing structures. Instead of coming out onto the ground, they just climb all the time.
So like defaults the AI into saying the climbing is the normal.
Yeah, and so they basically have to climb to get to the ground.
Have you tried that with other climbing animals? Forcing them to climb.
So like one of the tricks is to make some areas of the ground not traversable, so that they have to climb to get from one area to the other.
Okay.
But these guys, like, they could from here, like as soon as they come out here, they could climb down here and get down. But for some reason, the game just has them continue climbing, which is awesome. And they have they're like everywhere on the climbing, but it makes it feel like so like this area is so lively. Like
seeing them climbing all over.
Yeah, and they climb and they jump and they sit on these little platforms and they play this keyboard. Like, it's pretty fun. I'm sure you would get pooped on in here, but it would be fun.
I think of all the time when we go into the avian structure at Calgary Zoo is like, how many of us get
pooped on every year?
You're just walking free through the animals. I know when Ollie was little and in a stroller, Lily used to be worried that the big owls would try to take the baby away.
And then we'll go this way. So this is where you would continue to loop around to different primates.
Okay. Good.
And then we come up this way. This is another area that I'm just working on. Because I found I burn out less if I work on like separate sides of the zoo, so I'm not like building the same thing constantly.
It's understandable.
And then there's like this little underpass, which is just like a staff road. So you can get a little sneaky peek to the Backstage from here. Oh, no, I can't. We're not in.
That's very smart. Setting it up so people can't jump off the bridge.
Yeah.
Bamboo
Can
forest.
we get through here? We can. Okay. So then this is like sneaky peek to the Backstage.
And this is a lot more detailed than I thought you'd have the Backstage area.
Yeah, I mean it's all shells. There's nothing in any of the buildings, but there's like some hay bales and a tractor doing a delivery. Just garbage bins and different like staff carts and livestock trailers.
Your one employee has a lot of choices on what she can drive.
She does.
Do I take the brown golf cart or the dark brown golf cart?
And then there's like these storage pits that would have like extra gravel and extra mulch and whatever. But from this big Backstage, they can access pretty much any hoof stock that is currently in the zoo.
I wonder if you could get a zoo to give you a tour of their back area.
I thought about it. I've been mulling for the last year to do a Calgary Zoo recreation, and then seeing if they would let me tour the Backstage because I would want to do it like recreate everything, not just guest facing. So then these are those pens you can kind of get sneaky peeks at. they had new animals or whatever that had to be quarantined. And just because I love the Calgary Zoo, and I go there enough that I think a lot of it I could probably build from memory. I'd have to get somebody to help me build the city around it, though, like all the infrastructure around it, because I just, oh my god, I could not. That's too much work for me.
Just leave it blank.
I could.
It's an island, and there's a lot of the city that, despite being in the middle of the city, you can't really see the
No,
city.
that is true. Like, you are pretty treed
Like,
in there.
yeah.
It feels like I kind of did that with this, where you feel very secluded, but you still get peeks at the city, like...
Yeah.
So it kind of grounds it in reality, like you are in a zoo, but they've obviously tried to hide the fact that you are in a city. Oh, climbing through the bamboo. So yeah, and then there are some little tortoises.
Animal coming here.
There are tortoises. It's because the gate is back there, and then in front of the gate is traversable, so it's probably just... Anyway, there's supposed to be little tortoises in there just because I had this empty spot, and I was like, I could just put a garden in there, but I feel like I could just toss a little shit filler animal in there.
Which is good.
Yeah, that's what they would do, right?
Right.
During the summers, the little tortoise would live out there.
You don't necessarily want just random gardens everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, people want to see animals.
Yeah, and zoos can't be all big-ticket animals. Like, you kind of need little filler animals. There's some... Indian rhino on this side.
You could have just put up a little area and not do anything to it and just leave it like the natural prairie habitat and be like, this is local animals.
Like the
something will move in. Yeah.
And then same as like these little things, like I put, little filler animals in with bigger animals because zoos do that. Right?
Ibis?
Yeah. African secret ibis.
With the Indian rhinos, not with the African rhinos.
Well, the African rhinos have cheetahs in with
cheetahs.
them.
The cheetahs might not appreciate the ibis's company. Gotcha.
Well, this area gets a little sticky. Just because it's got a lot of modded foliage in it, so it gets a little sticky over here. And then over here will be like tropical Asia, because it kind of transitions from Africa to Asia. Over here, because this is the backside of Asia Tropical, or Asia Highlands, sorry. So there's like just this little garden area where you could like sit and have your lunch. And then on this side we have Tibetan Antelope and Takin. I don't know where the antelope are. They are in there. And this is, like, you can tell by the fencing and stuff that this is also like one of the original parts of the zoo.
Yeah.
But they've tried to like just add planters and be like, it's so pretty, like just throw some spackle on it. What do we have here? We have
that eye for realism you have, where you're like, part of the zoo has to look like it was crap and renovated.
Yeah, right?
I can't
Because
just
it can't all be new.
Can't make a perfect zoo.
No, there has to be just enough jank to make it real.
Yeah.
So there's Bactrian camels in here. And these 3 paddocks all share like one big barn as well. That connects to that same backstage. And then up here we have the palace cats, which are always hiding in true palace cat fashion. And then this is the panda area, which you've seen because you did the video for the pandas with me.
Yeah.
We'll go in there anyway, in case the person watching this hasn't seen. There's like
Maybe
little...
you should put a link in the description so that they can go see that video too.
True. So there's like the little take a picture with your family thing. And then up the stairs, get the pandas. And I have a little surprise for you because we have a baby panda.
Ooh.
Look at him. He's so cute. I don't know where his mom is. She's in there somewhere.
He doesn't look like he knows where his mom is.
He doesn't look like he knows much of anything.
He's a panda.
I wish this lighting showed through the glass more, because the lighting in this building is so good. Not to toot my own horn, but toot toot. There's another panda out here, chilling. I mean, it is possible that I accidentally put his mom in the wrong cage.
Yeah.
That is a possibility.
He's like all by himself.
We have our koi pond. There is like a white peacock that runs around this area.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it is. Maybe we'll see it on the road. The koi pond, and then this is the big outdoor area for the pandas. And same as the other rotating habitat, like they would rotate the pandas from one to the other. I don't know where this panda is. The white panda is in here. He's like all white. It looks like that. Oh, there's the peacock.
Yeah.
He's sitting on the bench waiting for the panda talk.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm here for the education. So this is what he looks like, the white peacock.
Natural rivals, white peacocks and pandas.
Exactly.
It's like, I will get the last of you yet.
And then, yeah. I don't know where the other panda is.
If you didn't name that peacock Shen, I'm going to be disappointed.
I didn't name it anything, but I will name it Shen. Just for you. It's the battle of the Kung Fu masters. Okay. And this zoo takes forever to tour.
It's a big zoo.
You've been going fast? I know, it's not even like halfway done.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Snow. Oh, there's one. Look at that. I get to see a snow leopard move, too. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
You know, for as big and as detailed as this zoo is, I'm surprised my laptop can still run it.
Dropping hints for birthday present this year.
Yes, you can have this computer. You can get me a new one. Again. And then the best animal in the whole world.
Yeah. Probably getting a lot more attention now.
Yeah. Here he is.
Way off in the back.
In the back. There's two of them in here. And I can't remember if I got rid of their babies or not. Oh, there's one.
That's a lot of foliage, though, in there. That'd be easy to lose them.
Yeah. And then they also have this little outdoor playpen too. It's kind of sunk down so that if they were climbing, you could actually still see them. And then on this side is the Balski's horses, I think. Like typical hoof stock exhibit where they were just like, here's a pen of grass. See you later. Nobody's spending money on animals. Nobody cares about it. And then go down here. You can get a little good peek here at if there was anything in quarantine. You can get a pretty good peek.
It's 2022. Nobody quarantines anymore. Did you hear?
Pandemic's over.
Hasn't anyone told you?
In here somewhere, there's two red-crowned cranes.
Maybe they're swimming.
Yeah, they are in there.
Okay.
Probably behind that tree.
I believe you.
Good, because I'm not going to go look for them. And then just some markhor.
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 Come over there.
Yep. Well, he's gonna do some markhor for us, I think. I don't know if they updated the markhor to be able to use. We got this new goat climbing rock that they like jump around.
Oh yeah.
With the new, there's the big boy. With the new pack with the ibex. But I don't know if these have been updated to use that or not. Oh. Come on, mouse. See, I think it's my mouse, not the computer. And then...
Yeah, I guess because the screen freezes, but that marker was still working.
Yeah.
Like he
I
was
think
still
it's my
moving.
mouse, not the computer. And then we come back out of this part.
Nice.
Very fun, hey? You really enjoyed this
Good
use
zoo.
of the last hour of your life?
It's only 1 hour. It's not that big of a zoo then.
We walked around the whole thing in an hour.
We did.
Did we walk around the whole thing? I don't think we missed anything.
No, I'm pretty sure we went through everything.
Pretty cool. So there's going to be, I don't know what's going to be over here by the bathrooms. I might put the insects there. And then obviously all of this out here has to be parking lot. And then this is like the main staff entrance will be over here with like all the administration buildings and security buildings and all of that. And then it'll have paths that connect up to all these
Backdoor areas.
And then the big primate thing will be here with Asia Tropical. And then I might also put like a second entrance on this side of the zoo for like members or whatever. And then I'm going to tuck a small Australia in here beside the reptiles. And then out here will be North America and then Europe.
Okay.
And then I'm not sure if that'll be the end of the zoo. Depends on kind of what we get for DLC before I finish, or if I just go until my computer blows up. And I also kind of want to put, if I have, by the time I'm satisfied with all the animals that I have and the attractions that I have, I want to put in a cheesy dinosaur walk that no one will go on, but it's there and it is a giant waste of zoo real estate.
Nice.
But they don't care. And I'm not even gonna use like the nice looking, like there's a hack you can like put a dinosaur mod down but not give him any traversable area, so he basically just stands there like a statue and looks real.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna use really awful art-shaped dinosaurs like Calgary Zoo's old dinosaur section, which is the better part because they're so bad.
Can you get cheesy animatronics?
There's no animated props yet, but maybe by the time I get there, they'll have had that figured out. Yeah. But anyway, that's my zoo.
Cool.
So, thanks anybody who actually watched this whole thing, and I'll see you later.
Bye.
We did that together. Didn't even plan it.
We did.
We're so in love. Hey, you know, it'd be really cool if you went ahead and hit that subscribe button.